Are you troubled by strange noises in the night? Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic? Have you or your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost? If the answer is yes, you're
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke. And the only thing that's left in our name is this creepy old farmhouse our grandfather left us in the middle of nowhere. Why'd you bring me up here?
Entertainment value?
What is that?
I don't know.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, well, they haven't graced our screens since 1989. Yes, still adamant about that. The Ghostbusters are back with a sleek, modern and younger update in Ghostbusters Afterlife. A single mother and her two kids move to her late father's house in the middle of nowhere with only a small town nearby to stay for the summer. Whilst there, the two kids soon discover that their grandfather may have played an integral role in capturing ghosts, but when one is accidentally released, they have to act fast to stop the end of the world. When the first Ghostbusters came out in 1984, it became a cult classic. Droves of fans love it, quote it, cosplay as their favourite characters. And I've always liked it, but I've never been one of those that swear by it as one of the greatest comedies of all time. You know, it's good, it's okay. I've never seen the direct sequel, and the 2016 one directed by Paul Feig, not a fan. Not a fan at all. So the best thing that I can say about Ghostbusters Afterlife is that if you're a fan of the original, you're probably going to be entertained with this one. This somewhat sequel slash soft reboot is directed by Jason Reitman, who is the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the original, and the passion that he has for the first is very plain to see. That, however, feeds into some of my negatives, because whilst Ghostbusters Afterlife is easy to watch and kind of a straightforward blockbuster, it is those components that make it feel so bland and dull. And safe as well. I mean, not that the first Ghostbusters was daring in any way, but I feel like this sequel would have benefited so much if it had just taken the time to be more original in its execution. Because the first was fun, it was silly, it never took itself too seriously, and you had some great comedic performances in there too. Inside this trip down memory lane, it plays it all a lot more straight-laced. There is comedy, for sure, including a brilliant sequence involving a lot of mini Mr. Stay Puffs that was actually really, really funny, and I feel like if the film was more in line with that tone, it would have ended up being a lot better. But I don't mind a more serious tone if the story wasn't so safe and by the numbers. You got a broken family, two kids, one's an outcast and trying to find their way in life. They end up discovering something really cool, and that then leads to just adventures and hijinks. The safety of this screenplay stops the film from elevating beyond its predetermined formula. There aren't any surprises, and it distinctly lacks any creativity or originality. Say what you want about the 2016 Ghostbusters, at least it was trying something different. That being said, what it does end up doing is fine. It's perfectly watchable, a family-friendly kind of film. 2 hours that will keep you amused and entertained, but isn't exactly going to change your life. The cast are actually really good here. McKenna is by far and large the standout in this film. She's got star power in every single moment, a bright future ahead of her, and emerges as the soul of this whole film. Finn Wolfhard is okay in a pretty one-note kind of role. Paul Rudd is basically the Rick Moranis of the film. I mean, he does what he usually does, and is pretty good at it. I also kind of dug Logan Kim in the film, who plays a character named Podcast, and it's the type of character that could have come off as annoying, but luckily, I actually found it quite funny and endearing. The Ghostbusters action is exciting. The VFX, however, are a little more hit and miss. There's one effect in particular that I really liked the first time I saw it, and then the longer it stayed on screen, the worse it kind of got. And the ending of the film, you know, I actually found it very, very touching and fitting to conclude this story. Ghostbusters Afterlife is a trip down memory lane, but it works overtime to remind you of that. The incessant bombardment of nostalgia is overwhelming and winds up making the holes in its formulaic screenplay even worse. However, the cast are all game, it's an easy distraction for all ages, and for fans especially, I reckon you'll have fun. I'm not the target audience here, and I thought it was fine. Make of that what you will. So, I'm going to give Ghostbusters Afterlife a 6 out of 10. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on Ghostbusters Afterlife. Let me know, have you seen the film yet? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And my question to you, I would like to know of the 4 Ghostbusters films that have been made so far, what's your favorite? Is it the original? Is it this new sequel? Is it the 2016 one? But as always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.